Hey everybody, how you doing? My name's Sammy and I'm so glad that you've joined me for today's exercise class. I've been running classes for the community for the last 17 years, in particular with the Melton City Council for the last 10 years. These are inclusive, accessible classes and give us a chance to just move our body, learn some new skills and help to build self-confidence. We want to make sure that we go at a capacity that feels good for us. So anytime that you need to take breaks, please do so. I am going to offer some variations on the exercises as well, so that'll suit how your body's showing up today. If you haven't exercised for a while, I do recommend that you go and see a health professional just to make sure that you're okay to exercise. Anyone that has glaucoma or blood pressure or heart issues definitely want to get a doctor's sign off, and just be mindful that if we are going to do head below the heart movements, that to keep your head above the heart. Okay, so again, I'll be showing some versions, so it's okay to listen to your body and do what feels good. So these classes are going to be a combination of some strength and some balance, a little bit of cardio, just a little bit of variety of everything. I'll keep them nice and short and sweet, so if you're out on holidays and you feel like a bit of movement for the body, you can take 15-20 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes out of your day just to get those body parts nice and moving. Okay, so again, you listen to your body, go to a range that feels good. Today you'll need a chair or something that you can hold on to. We're going to do some standing stuff, but we're also going to incorporate a chair. So with the chair, we want to make sure that it's nice and sturdy, that it's not rocking, and that it's got all its legs. Also have some water handy. I'll be taking little sips throughout the class, okay? So if you're ready to go, let's begin. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to the wall and we're going to do some wall push-ups. I'm going to go through some cues, and this is going to help you to get the most out of your movement, your exercise, okay? So let's stand up, and you can do this on the floor as well. So any of the cues that I give you for the wall, you can transfer down to the floor as well. So here we go. We're going to stand at the wall with our palms against the wall. So what we want is our hands roughly at shoulder height. If we have them too high, it could hurt our shoulders. If we have them too low, it kind of pinches in with the wrist. So around about shoulder height. And if we have our middle finger facing up towards the ceiling, it's a nice neutral hand position as well. The wider that you have your hands on the wall, the more muscles that you're going to use in the chest, as well as the back of the arms and the shoulders. The narrower that you have your hands, it's a bit more focused on the back of the arms, but you're still working the chest and the front of the shoulders. So once you've got your hands on the wall, we want to feel nice and comfortable with our stance and tuck our bottom in. So as we bring our bodies to the wall, we want to try and avoid sticking our bottom out. So imagine that you've got a nice straight line from shoulder to hip to heel. It's okay to lift the hips as well. So, you don't have to have the heels plastered to the floor. We're going to open the chest nice and open. And let's begin. So we're going to work in some reps and sets today. So if I sort of say, let's do up to 10 reps, you can do up to 10. So if you think 6 is enough for you today, that's totally okay. It's better to focus on the quality of a movement than the quantity of a movement. So after we've done our presses, we're going to get and do some squats. We're going to sort of go from one movement to the other. So here we go. So hands on the wall, chest out, feeling nice and strong. And we're just going to push our body weight off the wall. Smooth and steady. We want to keep those elbows below the shoulder joint so we can protect our shoulder, and really drive hard. Push those hands right against the wall as you press your arms straight. I'm terrible at counting, so I hope you don't end up doing 20 of these. So I think we've got about 3 to go. Anyone that does my classes knows how bad I am. 2 more. And last one. Nice. So once we've done our presses, we're going to do some squats. So there's 2 ways that we can do this. We can do a chair squat, or sit to stand, or we can just do it in midair. So if you were doing your sit to stand, again, make sure your chair's nice and sturdy. This is a little bit about self-trust as well, because we want to make sure that we can land our bottom. So take your time coming down, trying not to dump your bottom into the chair. It's nice and controlled. You can pop your hands anywhere. If you can try and have them off your legs, that'll make your core work a little bit harder. And we're just gently standing up and sitting down, okay? So obviously you don't have to use the chair. You can step away from the chair. And again, just go to a depth that feels good for you. Beautiful. We've got 4 more of these. And 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Lovely. Give your legs a little shimmy shake. So while our upper body was having a rest with squats, we can go back to the upper body one. So rather than have a big break between each exercise, we're going to work our upper body, give that a break, work our lower body. Okay, so we're back to the wall. Hands about shoulder height, puff that chest out, and here we go. Now, if you want to make this a little bit more intense, you can pick up one foot and sort of wrap it around your ankle. So we're sort of got a bit of balance going on here. The body weight's on one leg. Beautiful. Or you can have 2 feet on the floor, it's up to you. Let's go 2 more of these. Beautiful. And then we're going back to our squats. All right, so feet. How you have your feet with your squats depends on your hips, okay? We want to make sure that we've got all of the foot flat on the floor, that our body weight is going back. So we're going to tilt at the hips first, sink down, and then stand up. So if we have too much weight on the ball of our feet, it can kind of aggravate our knees, okay? So whether you're using a chair or just freestyling it, nice and controlled. And really think about driving through those legs and a nice controlled descent and ascend. Good. We got 5 more of these. Beautiful. 3 more. 2 more. And lucky last. Beautiful. We're doing 1 more set on the wall. So come on over to the wall, give the legs a break. Set ourselves up, 1 or 2 feet on the floor, hands about shoulder height, and let's go. Smooth presses. Nice and controlled as we descend and press away. Beautiful. Keeping that bottom tucked in, leading from the chest. 2 more. Last lot. Nice. And then we've got our last lot of squats. So I'm going to do these without the chair this time. So again, pop your feet in a position that feels good. Weight through the whole of the foot, particularly the midfoot. Hips go back and sink your bottom down. A bit more space here. Nice. So these will make you nice and strong in the legs, in the bottom muscles, in the core. So you don't need much space to do these exercises. I'm taking up about 1 meter square. If I didn't have the chair, or I could put the chair next to me. So yeah, about 1 meter square. Not much room at all. And you don't have to be doing exercise for an hour to get benefit from what you're doing. Just do what you can when you can. Last one, I've lost count. That's okay, I think that was about 10. So yeah, so we'll have a little break while I set up the chair for the next one. All right. So we're gonna stand with our body facing the back of the chair. Have a little drink. Okay, so we're doing standing bird dogs. Now, again, you can do this on the floor. You'd have your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. You may have even done this as a physio exercise where you extend opposite arms and legs. We're gonna do the same thing standing, okay? So from here, we're gonna face the back of our chair. We'll start with both hands on the back of the chair and standing on our right leg. Soften the right kneecap and make sure the whole of the right foot's on the floor. We're going to pick up the left knee And then we're going to start to tilt at that right hip. Now what we're going to be mindful for is that we're not turning out that hip. We want to keep the hips nice and parallel, nice and square. And then from here, we're going to extend the left foot behind us and the right hand in front of us, okay? So getting as horizontal as you feel comfortable. We're going to do 10 of these on each side and take our time. So we're going to extend and bend. So nice and smooth, really feel that lengthening of the arm and the leg. And then bring that knee in towards the back of the chair and keep the body nice and still and controlled. The slower the better with these, they're really good. Got a bit of balance going on here. Bit of strengthening for that standing leg. Working the muscles in the arms, the back, the legs. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. And you can slow them right down and hold it out for a few breaths as well. That's a nice option. So from here, we'll do the other side. So standing on the left leg, pick up the right knee, start to pivot at that left hip. Again, being mindful not to turn the hip out, so hips facing forward. We're going to bring that left elbow and the right knee together and extend. Extend out. Beautiful. So nice, slow and controlled movements. Keep that torso nice and still. Steady, smooth breath. Let's go 5 more. And 4. Take your time, the slower the better. 3. And 2. Lucky last. Beautiful. So you can really feel that in the bottom muscle as on this standing leg. So yeah, it's a good time to explore and see where you're feeling this. So we're going to superset this, which basically means superset means one exercise backed onto the other exercise. It can be the same muscle groups or opposing muscle groups. We're going to superset this with actually a yoga pose called palm jaw swaying palm. This is really good for developing core strength, particularly for the obliques, the muscles on the side of your body. So we can take a little bit wider than natural than hip stance. Kind of gives us a sense of steadiness. And we kind of relax the knees here as well. We'll bring the arms up. Now, if you have shoulder pain, it's okay to do these with your hands down, whatever position's good. So think about lengthening through the body, but also relaxing the shoulders. We don't want them sort of straining up to the ears. So from here, we're going to bend to the side. So as we bend to the left, we want to think about grounding the right foot down to the floor. So we're not lifting this foot. And then we're going to come up and then over to the other side. So we're going to do 5 each side because let's take an extra breath on each side, really feeling that lengthening and strengthening as we pull ourselves up to straight. Beautiful. And again, this exercise works really well the slower you go. Yeah, so a bit more time under tension. Okay, let's go 2 more each side. And try and enjoy yourself. I think sometimes we get a little bit too serious with exercise. It's supposed to be fun. So imagine you're on a tropical island and that you're a swaying palm tree. Nice, beautiful. Let's bring the arms down, give them a little shimmy shake, and we're back to our bird dogs, okay? So from here, we've got loading on the right foot, relax the right knee. So we just want to soften it. We don't want it like hyperextended, yeah? So from here, we're gonna tilt at the right hip to a level that we feel comfortable with. Bring the left knee in, the right elbow in, and then when you're ready, we're gonna extend and lengthen and bring that in. Beautiful. We got 8 more of these. Beautiful. Smooth and steady, just being mindful of that left hip. I can kind of feel it rotating out a little bit, so I'll make an adjustment. Let's go 2 more. Nice. Beautiful. Come on up. You can definitely feel that on my right bottom cheek. Then setting up the left leg. Take that softness in the knee, tilt at the hip joint, and keep that right knee facing down to the floor. Left elbow in, right knee in, and let's go. And 2, and 3, and 4. That's it, keep going. And 5. Halfway there, keep going. You've got this. Ooh. Embrace the wibble wobbles. 2 more. Lucky last. Nice, beautiful. Come on up. Give your legs a little shimmy shake. And then we're doing our swaying palm for 5 each side. So bring it all on up, or at your heart space. Bring your hands to your heart space, whatever feels good. So finding length in the body, but relaxing the shoulders. We're going to tilt to the left, ground the right foot, and then come on up. Tilt to the right, grounding the left foot. So just bending over enough that you're feeling that little bit of resistance in those obliques or the side of the tummy muscles. And we want to try and imagine that we're doing this between 2 plates of glass, and we're not folding forward, we're actually bending sideways at the waist. Beautiful, 2 more. I can definitely feel that. Okay, nice and steady. 1 more on the other side. Nice, come on down. Give the arms a shake. We've got 1 more set of bird dogs and then we can take a little break. So anytime that you want to take a break, just hit the pause button and then jump back in when you're ready. Okay. All right, so standing on our right leg, last set. Soften the knee on the right. Let's take that pivot at the right hip. Bring the left knee in, right elbow, and then extend out. Beautiful. Really think about lengthening from the heel to the hip, the shoulder to the fingertip. Halfway there. Watch that left hip doesn't sneak out the side. That's it. 3 more. 3 and 2. Last one. Good job. All right, come on up. Let's do the left leg. All right, oh, my mat's a bit stiff here. Just do a bit of mat adjustment. Kind of happens when you've got a chair on it. All right, here we go. Set it up. Do a little tilt. Bring the left knee in. Actually, I think I'm a bit close to the wall there. Left knee in and up, right knee in, left elbow. Here we go, got my lefts and rights all wrong. That's it, smooth as butter, keeping that right knee pointed down towards the floor. Soft left knee, really feeling that even foot pressure on the left leg. Good job, halfway there. Stay with me, we've got this. 2 more. Last one. Keep that back heel up as you extend. Nice. Lovely. Okay, bit of a shake. Bring the arms up. Long and strong in the body. And here we go to the left. So tilting side to side between those 2 planes of glass. That's 1. We've got 4 more pairs to go. Beautiful. Okay, 3 more. Really feeling that lengthening down one side of the body and strengthening as we pull ourselves up to standing. 2 more each side. Can feel like a nice stretch, this one. And just going to a bend that feels good. We don't want to feel any pain. Last one. Nice, beautiful. Give the arms a bit of a shimmy shake. Beautiful. Let's grab a drink. Lovely. So when you're ready, we're going to practice a little bit of balance and then we're all finished our little workout here. I might do this against the wall. Pop that over there. Nice. Okay. So with this one here, we're going to practice doing tree pose. So chair, wall, whatever makes you feel comfortable if you want to have something to hang on to. We'll go at some different levels and you just pick out a variation that feels good for you, okay? So from here, we can stand on the right leg to get started. We're just going to do one each side. We're going to hold that for about a minute and then we're all finished. It's always good to have a bit of balance. It's good for your mind, also good for your self-confidence as well. Like it's something that we need to work on and be patient with ourselves, be consistent. But yeah, the more we practice, the better we feel about doing our balance and get rid of that fear factor that we're going to fall down. So yeah, it's an important thing to do. So we're going to stand on our right leg, rest on the ball of the foot on the left, and then externally rotate our left knee. Now, if this is where your tree is today, that's perfectly okay. We need to honor our body and how it's showing up today. You can even just practice having a light grip on your chair or the wall, or even taking your hand away from the wall. Yeah. So that's a really nice balance point. So from here, if you want to go a little further, you can pick up the foot and rest the foot on the inside of your calf. And if you're doing this, think about pushing the foot against the calf and the calf against the foot. What we've got to be mindful when we take a foot off the ground is that we don't start kind of sinking into the hips, okay? So keep the hips nice and strong, keep the legs active, and then focus on a point, focus our breath nice and steady, okay? Lots of positive affirmations. And then you can put your arm into a bit of a branch shape here. Pick a shape that feels good. Beautiful. How's your tree going? Don't forget to have fun with this, hey? It's okay to have wibble wobbles. And a couple more breaths. And down we go. Good stuff. Give your legs a bit of a shimmy shake. Actually, I might get the chair for the other side so you don't have to see my back. Get the chair sorted. Okay, so from here, again, get into a position that feels good for your feet, have a bit of a play around. We want nice even pressure on that foot that we're standing on. Put the big toe or the ball of the foot on the ground, and then we're going to externally rotate the leg out. And then from here, find our mental focus, lots of positive thoughts, being happy wherever our body lands, visual focus, so softly gazing at something, and breath focus, nice, even, steady breaths. So when you're good to go, you can pick what variation feels good. You can stay here if you're happy with your tree here, or you can lift up a foot, push that foot against the leg against the foot, and again, keeping those hips nice and switched on and the leg active. Here we go, 1 minute. Or about. Just focusing on those smooth, steady breaths. Again, popping the arms into a position that feels good. See if I can let go for a few breaths. Giving ourselves a chance to trust ourselves too. Sometimes I think we talk ourselves into a negative outcome. So we've got this. The balance fairies are showing up today. Ooh. That's it. Steady, smooth breaths. Whoop. Yes, it's okay to reset. And down when you're ready. Nice. Okay, well, we're going to have a bit of a stretch out. And then we're all done. I'll move this out of the way. Beautiful. So standing in a nice comfortable position, we'll tuck the chin to the throat, let the head fall forward, Just finding a bit of length in the back of the neck. And lifting the chin up, opening the throat. Think about drawing the nose to the ceiling. And head forward, ear to shoulder. You may like to think of drawing that hand, opposite hand down, so you can find, a sense of lengthening through the side of the neck. And notice where else you're feeling this. And then take it over to the other side. So I didn't do it this video, but at the beginning of your class, do a little bit of a warm up. Move the neck, move the shoulders, all the way down to the body. If you've been busy in the garden or walking the dog or whatever, you'll probably be good to go. But if you come from like not doing anything, so we're going to sweep the arms forward. Excuse me, I've got distracted myself. Hollow out the belly. We're going to push that lower middle and upper back out behind us. Yep, so if you're going to do this video, you want to get a little bit warmed up beforehand. I got so excited about sharing this video, I forgot to do the warm up, but that's okay. And we're going to bring the chest and the belly through, sweep the arms back, and maybe just a tiny lift of the chin. Opening up the chest. And then coming down, we'll do a few side stretches and something for the legs. So come on up and over. And again, if this shoulder's a bit sore, you can put the hand down or hand on your hip and do the same thing. It's up to you. And over to the other side. And these stretches can be just nice to do on their own as well. Beautiful. We're going to take a bit of a twist here. And around to the other side. And coming to the front, we'll give the back of our leg a bit of a stretch. So kick that heel forward, take a bit of a bow, pull the toes up to the shin. Beautiful. And with that leg in front, we can make a longer, wider stride. Tuck the hips slightly under and kind of feeling a lengthening through the front of the back hip. Yeah. So just a nice comfortable upright spine, not forcing anything. And we're going to do the same to the other side. So switch legs, heel down, take that bow at the hip crease, pull the big toe towards your shin. Couple more breaths here. And let's do that little bit of warrior one, I suppose you'd say it is. Take a bend in the knee, a little hip tuck, just a tiny one. And yeah, nice upright body. So we get this bit of lengthening through the front of the back leg. Couple more breaths. Nice. All right, so let's take 2 or 3 breaths to finish and we're all finished and we're all done. So inhale in and let it go. 2 more. Feel that breath deep into the body and let it go. And last one. Nice. Thank you so much for having me in your lounge room, wherever you're doing this, bedroom, whatever. And yeah, I really look forward to sharing more of these videos with you. Let me know what you want. Write something in the comments and I'm happy to, bring them on the next YouTube video or whenever I do the next one. Have a lovely day, evening, whenever you're doing this, and I'll see you later. Bye.